share ko lang yung trade breakdown ko na to sa dalawang recent trades ko sa GBP USD, which is nung last January 15. So top down analysis, I started sa 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, yung market dito is clearly in a bearish trend. So here I marked this recent bearish break of structure, and then I marked the 4-hour structural low here na na-build up, and then itong structural high. And then here I identified itong supply zone na to, okay, since nanggaling nga sa bearish break of structure. Okay, so also here I identified this potential buy side liquidity, and even here is my potential buy side liquidity here, no? And above that, where the supply zone is. Okay, so there's a possibility na yung market is mag-drive papunta dyan, no? So bumaba ako sa lower time frame, which is a 1-hour time frame, because I decided to refine yung 4-hour supply zone, no? Which is here, may nakita pa akong clear na PUI rito, which is itong 1-hour supply zone. Yan. Okay, then after that is possible na ma-magnetize pa talaga yung market dito towards upside, no, until masweep itong mga buy side liquidity na to, no. And kumikita nyo sa left side, no, may big inefficiencies din dyan, no, which eventually mamitigate din yung 1-hour supply zone. And here I mark itong lower time frame structural high na yan, so maghihintay ako na ma-break yan, okay, before akong mag-decide na maghanap ng entry ko, buy position. So here bumaba ako sa lower time frame, sa 15 minutes time frame, no, para sa confirmation entry ko. Okay, so here inobserve ko lang muna yung market, kung babasagin ba, kung magra-run ba towards upside or towards the downside. So ayan, kung makikita natin yung market dito is bumagsak muna, and then afterwards is bumalik ulit sa taas hanggang sa ma-break yung lower time frame structural high. Okay, but here kumikita nyo, no, so itong lower time frame structural low na ito is actually hindi niya talaga nabasag, no, kumbaga weak break lang yung lower time frame structural low na yan, no? And then after that, after masweep yan, bumalik pataas yung market until mag-cause ng structural break towards upside, no? So here nagkaroon na ako rito ng confirmation, so I marked yung structural low and then structural high, and then here I identified itong demand zone na yan. Okay, so I set a buy limit dyan sa 15 minute demand zone na yan, and then stop loss covering yung demand zone na yan, and then target ko is itong mga buy side liquidity na to until dito sa 1-hour supply zone na yan. After ilang minutes lang, triggered na yung buy entry ko, and then after ilang hours lang din is ayun, nag-pump yung price hanggang sa na-reach na yung target ko, no? So TP hit na. So ito yung resibo ng buy setup ko na yan. And as you can see, yung market dito is na-mitigate na rin yung 1-hour supply zone. So after mag-top ng price sa 1-hour supply zone is ayun, no, nagkaroon agad ng rejection, no? And since bearish trend naman talaga sa higher time frame, no, bearish structure naman talaga sa higher time frame, so dito is nagkaroon lang ng up move sa internal structure, sa lower time frame structure, to push the price or to create a pullback, no, sa swing structure. So dito I decided na mag-sell without waiting fractal conformational structure, no? So kumbaga kinonsider ko na lang yung mitigation ng price dito sa extreme supply zone na to, no, and yung swing bearish structure. Okay, so stop loss covering yung supply zone sa taas, and then tinarget ko itong demand zone na to. Okay, yan. Okay, so that is 3.2 risk reward ratio. And then after ilang hours lang, no, so bumagsak agad yung market. So kung gaano kabilis yung pag-push ng price towards upside, ganun din kabilis yung pagbagsak niya, no. So